Oh, I think I'm live pretty soon. I am. Am I live? Yes. Almost. Almost live. Almost live. Oh, I am live. Yes. Okay, cool. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. It's cool to have you here. Thanks for joining. Today, I'm going to make this really quick. Well, as quick as I possibly can. So I'm talking about the no makeup revolution that Alicia Keys has single-handedly just slayed. She slayed. And I'm also talking about bruises. I'm talking about is it really possible to wear no makeup? I don't know. And I wear no makeup. I'm wearing no makeup now. Yesterday I was made up, and my goal was to do half and half, but I kind of messed that up. So let me share this out on my pages. Do you look better or worse with it or without it? Okay. So here I am going to share this with everybody. I'm going to share it on all my pages and get this thing started. Do you wear makeup? So this is whether you look good. So I'm going to share this on all of my pages. I'm also going to talk about bruising. So I was in class today and had a really good class. It kicked my butt. I'm telling you right now, it was a hard class. It's hard to talk and type at the same time. So cheers, here's to you guys. Okay, so I've finished sharing this out on all these pages. So I wanted to share this with you. So today I was in class and I noticed on myself, sometimes I'll knock into something, or I'll be doing something and I'll get a bruise somehow. I'll just get a bruise. Who knows? I mean, I'll kick something by accident and I'll hit my shin. I'll be like, and you don't mean to do it. It's just like you're moving fast, and so you get bruises. So I've included a link here, and I wanted to share this with you. And this happened a while ago. I was in a class, and one of the there's this twin sisters that take this class. And one of the sisters hit the other sister by accident in her eye with her elbow. And I mean, it was a big bruise. It was really big. And it got me thinking, I use muscle therapy, and I use arnica. And I use it because it's natural, and I also use it because I like it and it works. And I've included a link below so you can get it on Amazon, America's favorite place to shop. Not. So you can go over there and buy it and put everybody else out of business. But arnica is really, really good for bruising. Now, do I recommend it for your eyes? Yes, definitely. On your face, you can use it. I wouldn't use it as a gel, as a moisturizer. It's not a moisturizer. Okay, you put your Radiance on first, and then you can use your arnica. I don't recommend it for if you have bruising. Okay, if you have bruising, then you use it. If you have, if you're trying to get rid of dark spots, no, that's not what this is for. It's specifically for bruising. So I wanted to share that with you because yesterday I had done a live last night, a Friday night live, and it's less than 24 hours since I'm doing the next one. So proud of myself. So I did this live and I shared how to, what was my live last night? It was a hydroquinone and how to stop ochronacia or I can't even pronounce it anymore. It's this disease that you get when you start to take the dermis of your skin off and you start to lighten your skin too much. So this morning what I used on my skin, and of course I have no makeup on today. I haven't brushed my eyebrows. I haven't made myself look, you know, all jazzy. But I did use my brightener, and that's what you see here on my face. So I have no makeup at all on, and so my skin looks relatively the same with or without makeup. I don't use makeup too often. It's a lot of work. It's just a lot of work, and I don't have that much time. That's all. So anyway, here is Alicia Keys and her no makeup look, which is kind of interesting because, you know, click for more pics and get the look, and you know, get the look. How do you get the look? I mean, like, get the look. Okay, so I'm gonna get the look. I'm gonna not wear makeup, and I'm gonna get the look. She's created this no makeup revolution, and my question to everybody is more of, and if you have a comment, please do so below because it would be great to get comments. But if you know, what is it about wearing makeup versus no makeup? And here's my thought is that, and I don't meet many men anymore. I don't go out and I don't do all that bar scene or any of that because it just bores me to tears. And I don't have the patience to talk to people that I don't really have anything in common with. But what is it about people that wear makeup that attract you to them versus people that don't wear makeup? So in a class, you know, when I'm in my workout and I'm doing my class, not wearing makeup, that's kind of normal. I mean, we're all kind of not wearing makeup, not kind of, but a lot of us aren't. There are some women that come in and, you know, they've taken an hour to get ready to go to the club for some reason. I have no idea. But there are ways, like, I think about it and I'm like, what is the point of wearing makeup to the club when you're going to sweat it off? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But what is it that you find about wearing makeup that makes you attractive or not attractive? How do you feel? Does it increase your confidence? Does it increase the way you talk to people? Does it make you feel better about yourself? If that's the case, let me know below. I'm curious to know because when I wear makeup anymore, I don't feel like I'm really me. Like, it's not, you're not looking at me. You're not seeing who I am. And if I go to take off that makeup, to me, I'm taking it off and then you're looking at me and judging me for who you thought I was versus who you know I am. So that being said, I'm curious to know what people think of this no makeup revolution and how she has single-handedly created a new look of no makeup, which is kind of funny because she has makeup on. She just doesn't have a lot of makeup on. You know, she's doing this kind of like Pocahontas goes Hollywood look. So that's my take on it. And meanwhile, who cares what I think? I'm more interested in what you guys think. So I wanted to get back to the bruising. Bruising, Arnica, there is a link below that you can get this. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about Arnica and some of the things that I have been using it for. I have rapid sciatica, and I've had my knees worked on many times by a very good orthopedic surgeon, a lot of knee surgeries. And I've also had my IT band cut so that it can float the patella back into place in an effort to not make my kneecap go out. It's keeping my kneecap in. So anyway, I have used Arnica for many years, and I have used it on different parts of my body when I'm healing, especially when I was healing from the bruising from my knee surgeries. And it really does work very, very well. So I wanted to give that to you guys. If you do have things on your eyes, like for example, if you do get a black eye, or if you had, like for example, if you had, some people get really bad nasal problems in the winter, and they end up like literally having bruises. I've seen this happen a few times, where they'll have bruises under right near their nostrils and where their cheekbones are. So yeah, you can definitely use it. I use a moisturizer before I use Arnica. I don't put it straight onto my skin. Not that I can't, but I prefer having a moisturizer on my entire face as opposed to using Arnica gel on my entire face. It will sting if it gets into your eyes. It will sweat into your eyes. So if you have bruising up here, for example, boom, on this part of the face, and you put Arnica here and then you go sweat, yeah, you're going to have some problems with it sweating into your eyes, and it's going to hurt and sting. So definitely be careful of that. You can also get it in tablets. You can't really see this very well. I don't know. My lighting is kind of... anyway, you can get it in tablets as well, and I take that. I'm taking it for my tongue. I cut my tongue on something, and I'm really not sure what so sharp hit, like literally the tip of my tongue, and it hurts so bad. It still hurts. And just to even... I said that yesterday. I'm not going to talk about it anymore, so I cut my tongue. Anyway... next, on to the next thing, because I want to make this quick. Beyond Alicia Keys and her no makeup look, I'm going to go into this, and on the same page, just to share with you, this is the news that people are really interested in. This is the news that is keeping us going as a society. I'm blown away at the lack of integrity there. But anyway, it doesn't matter what I am. Matters that you are too, or not. So comment below and like the page and like what I'm doing, or don't like what I'm doing and block me, or whatever you want to do. I don't care. If you're trolling and you decide that you have to be mean to me, I will block you, and then I'll report you to Facebook. And have a nice day. So next thing is the testimonial that I got yesterday, and this is so freaking cool. So I wanted to share this with you because, man, I'm just so thrilled. You know, doing this and creating a brand and being, you know, people are more happy. I don't think that's really a grammatically correct way to say this. People are happier being a part of Cindy Crawford, who they don't even know, or a part of this MLMs that across the country are like, oh, you can win a new car, you know, and they'll buy into this whole MLM thing, and then they, you know, 9 times out of 10, they don't get the new car, and they make a few $100 here and there. But on the average, when I look up the stats for MLM and for what people are making in MLM, it's about $300 a year, and you're spending to be a part of that MLM about $1,200 a year. So it's a lose-lose situation at a 3 times rate. So I'm not really sure where that comes from as far as like mentality. Oh, I'm going to join an MLM and make lots of money. I'm not a fan of MLM. I think the business model is dynamic and it's so smart. You know, there's some really big companies that have taken advantage of that. But on the other hand, I think that the way that they market to the people that are marketing their product and getting them excited and getting them involved is, it goes against the grain for me. I'm not one to say to you that, you know, tell them that it's your line. Tell them that it's your company, because it is your company. It's not your company. You didn't start it. You're not a company. You have a hobby. I mean, to me, an entrepreneur has an S corp or a corporation. They have an EIN. They pay taxes. They pay franchise taxes if they're in a state that has franchise taxes. They pay business tax licensing. They actually have a company. They have a company name. They've registered the company. They either have a trademark or they have a patent pending, or they have a product. They have a real life product, and they are a company. They're not an LLC. They're not a sole proprietorship. They're a company. And so, to me, if you're an entrepreneur, you're not running a hobby. You know, it's a hobby. If you're in an MLM and you say you run the company and you don't have a corporation behind you and you don't pay taxes and you're not an EIN and you're just not a company, period. I don't care who you are. You're just not. You're running a hobby. You're not running a corporation. So that's just my take of it, because I have corporations and I know what it takes to keep them running. It's a lot of money, and it's a lot of time, and it's a lot of effort, and there's a lot of CPAs, and there's a lot of attorneys, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on with that. And when you're running a company that you say you're running based upon a product that you say you own, or it's your product, and you have nothing but a sole proprietorship and an affiliate number, you're not an entrepreneur. You are a hobbyist looking for something that you can attach your name to, that you're able to do something with, maybe. So that being said, a lot of people probably hate me right now, and I'm getting the hate mail, which I'm fine with, because getting one like mail is better than getting better than all the hate mails that I get. So sharing that with you, this testimonial, getting into that one, this is so awesome. I love this. I absolutely think this is so cool. I was not expecting this, and I really appreciated that I got this in the mail. And this woman tried my product and she really likes it, and she actually she keeps buying it. I mean, I have regular customers that buy Radiance because they really love it. My favorite customers are the ones who actually take the time, take a moment to let me know, what they love about it, or what they love about the packaging, or what they love about, that I shared something with them. That's what really makes a difference. And when you're in a business and you're running that business for a brand for yourself, it makes it all that much better. That being said, I had a friend of mine, Tarun, who commented on that picture, on that post, and I just, the guy is multimillionaire, and he's amazing with Facebook ads, amazing with his knowledge, and has taught me a great deal in a very short period of time, as have all of my coaches, who I will leave unnamed. And I've learned, I have so much knowledge, it's not even funny, which is my next movement into my next part of this live is I'll be sharing that knowledge with you, but not on Skin by Radiance. It's another channel, and that will come out next week, and I have the videos down for it, and that's going to be pretty cool. So I'm excited to share that because it's like so much knowledge, and I really want to be able to help other people who are maybe even building a brand, but at the start of it, because I don't know if you've ever built a brand on your own, but building a brand with your own name, with your own trademark, with your own corporation, with your own money, with your own blood, sweat, and tears, with your own, like, every day feeling the pressure of, like, okay, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. Every single day you feel it, and it wears, man. It wears on you big time. And that's what, if you ask entrepreneurs, a lot of them will say, if I knew now, if I knew then what I know now, would I start again? Maybe, but I'd start it completely differently. And I feel the same way. Give me 5 years back and I would totally redo the entire thing, and I'd do it completely differently. I had a friend today who's really big in helping a lot of well-named coaches, Robin Sharma and Todd Brown, and some really big Brian, oh God, what's Brian's last name? Brian, 12-week year, Moran. And is it Brian Moran? I don't even, let me think. Hold on a second. I gotta look this up now that I said that. Brian Moran's name is on my 12-week year. And I have it. I actually have 12-week year. My computer is running a little bit slow. The execution company. Yeah. Yeah, Brian Moran. Anyway, so he's helped a lot of these guys, and amazing. It's so cool to see him. I've known him for 6 years now, and he's come into his own in such a great way, and I just love watching that. So we were talking about, you know, how business is going and what's happening. And since I pulled everything off of Amazon and gone FBM, which is fulfilled by merchant, versus FBA, which is having them fulfill my product, which means that I have to ship all of my product to wherever they stipulate I ship it to, and then they, meaning Amazon, has control over my product, which means they can lose my product, or they can damage my product, or they can hazmat my product and then throw it away, and then not give me money for it. So one of the things in skincare that you don't know about smaller companies like mine that are a brand, that are building their own brand, and not Revlon and not Max Factor and not Coty and not all those, is that Amazon will hazmat you, meaning they'll say you're hazardous material, even though you've been selling on their site for 2.5 years. They'll one day just come in and go, okay, hazmat, done. Not give you a reason. They won't give you a reason. They'll just say you need to put in what they call an MSDS sheet, which is it's a sheet that has all the properties and all the ingredients. So you have to keep submitting it. So you submit your MSDS, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and then they'll come back to you and say, well, you need a different type of MSDS. And so what I've found with my experience with Amazon, which has never been good, and it, you know, it's once in a while I'll get a question answered and it's great, but it has nothing like selling on Amazon. Not, I mean, yuck. But when I had to pull everything off in December of last year, almost a year ago, I pulled all of my stock off, whatever I had left, because they had been selling my stock, and then all of a sudden they hazmated my stock and threw it away. They literally threw away my product. And then they come back to me and said, well, we don't give money for that. We just throw it away because it's hazmat. So they don't return it to you. They just throw it away. And you're done. All the money that you spent to make it, package it, produce it, everything, down the drain. Done. You're done. And there's no way you can get money back. So they do that to smaller companies. They don't do that to big companies at all, ever. They don't do that to Tide or any of those companies that have toxins in them and like are terrible. They'll do that to smaller companies like mine. So I have nothing great to say about selling on Amazon, unfortunately. It's not it's the bane of my existence. Even though I do list on Amazon and I will fulfill, if there is an order that comes through Amazon, I'll definitely fulfill it. But no, they have. It's been a battle from the beginning. So when I pulled everything off and went FBM instead of FBA, my sales went from whoop to zero. So it left me with this, you know, of course I had my own site, skinbyradiance.com, so it left me with this major issue of the money that was coming in, and my advertising was working with them. See, now if I put ads out, they don't work with them. They will never work. It's hilarious. It's really not hilarious. It's really scary how they don't have any interest whatsoever in having you list as a small company. Now, if you're selling arbitrage from China and you're doing like spatulas and you know, phone covers, you know, and these kind of things, you know, earplugs and stuff like that, then yeah, of course they're going to list you. But you're never going to have the buy box. You're always going to be competing on price. So somebody else could come in, and it could be the wholesaler, and they could undercut you by $1, and people are like, oh, I'm going to go with them because they're $1 cheaper. So then you lose out. you'll never, ever, ever make it competing on price in Amazon, because somebody will always come and undercut you. Always. That's why I got brand registry, because brand registry means that I'm the only one that can sell my product. Radiance Naturally Advanced Skincare is only sold by me. It's only me, because I have a trademark. And so that's what keeps it going. But if I didn't have that trademark, forget it. And even if I wholesale it out, which I do wholesale out my product, but you have to buy a certain amount, you have to buy 25 pieces or more, you can't sell it on Amazon. So, so yeah, you can get a wholesale price if you really want it. Contact me at Nicole@skinbyradiance.com if you really want it, but you have to buy 25 pieces or more, and then I'll give you the wholesale price. And the wholesale price is not cheap, because it's not cheap to make. So the interesting part, I go into that because I'm going to be going into that a lot more in my other course that I'm making. But the point of this is that if you're really interested in being an entrepreneur and you're really interested in selling your product, then, you know, my advice to you as an entrepreneur and as somebody who's been doing this for a while is literally to take into consideration, you know, what else is out there in the marketplace that you're going to be competing against, and what's your competitive edge, what's your USP, what's your unique selling proposition to that. You know, my unique selling proposition to Radiance, or for Radiance, is that it doesn't sweat or leak into your eyes, and that's why I made it, because it doesn't sweat or leak into your eyes when you sweat. It does not cause acne. It does not cause breakouts. It doesn't cause any of that. And regardless of what the haters and the trolls have said on Amazon, who have not purchased my product, but for some reason they do have reviews about my product up there, which is really, really weird. And that's another thing you have no control over. If you get a fake review on Amazon, the likelihood of you getting it pulled off is 100% no. They will not pull off that fake review, even if the person has never ever purchased your product. If they get a review up there, which is hard to do, it's hard to get a review up on your product for people that have never purchased it. But I have those reviews, and I have asked multiple times for Amazon to take those reviews down, but they won't. So Amazon doesn't want a total 5 unless it's their product that they're selling. So if Amazon is the distributor of that product, they'll allow all 5 stars for that product. But any other product that's not sold or distributed or vendored by Amazon will not have a 5-star. None of them. So you have to become a vendor with Amazon, and then you have to have them have control. If they have control over it, then they'll allow the 5-star reviews. But I got kind of off on the diatribe there. That's not really what I wanted to say. It was more of Alicia Keys, and it had to do with bruising, which is the Arnica gel, which is actually how we got onto that, because I was talking about Amazon, and how to stop that bruising. One of the other things that I use Arnica for, so I'm going to get back to my regular scheduled banter. Arnica is really good for, and I have really bad, like I said, sciatica and IT bands, so I use it all over my IT bands and all over my my sciatica, and that really helps me out. It also helps with this pinch up here. I have I was hit by a couple cars different times when I was riding. I used to ride a lot, and at one point I just had a biopsy in this breast, and it came out negative anyway. But that weekend that I had to go in for this, it was a Friday morning. I had to go in, and they had to incision it, and then then they do their tests and everything. And that weekend I had a 200-mile ride, and this was years ago. And so I end up going on this ride and getting hit by a huge, which is amazing that I didn't get sucked under the wheel. I'm just like so grateful I didn't get sucked under the wheel. But I got hit by a one of those Barbie, what do you call those things? They have like they're Barbie things. Like you live in them. Oh God, rolling homes or jet streams, or that kind of thing. The big thing that people drive and they can live in it. Home on wheels, whatever it is. Anyway, they didn't put their staircase in when they had decided to it was one of those old ones, and you have to pull up the staircase, you know, after you get into the mobile home thing that you're driving. You have to pull up the staircase and then you shut the door. Well, they didn't pull up the staircase, they just left it open. Whatever. Anyway, so that hit my back wheel and I went flying. And I was in Mendocino County at the time, and I got hit. And there was, I mean, if you've ever been on Highway 1 on Mendocino, it drops here and there's just road here, and it's very, very small in some areas, and that's where I was. And I hit the guardrail and rolled under the guardrail. Anyway, but I got, it was kind of a crazy situation, but I did end up getting up, and I had it was pretty funky. But the point of that is that I used this, and I used this for a long time. I had a lot of bruises, and it really, really helped. So if you're bruising, definitely use it. I am going to cut this short, not that it's so short now, but I'm going to cut this short and bid you a farewell and adieu and say thank you for watching. Comment, like, share, do whatever below. I would really, really appreciate it. Let people know about Skin by Radiance, because as a entrepreneur and a small business owner, and I say small business owner, I am a business owner, I'm not a hobbyist. This is truly what I spend 18 to 20 hours on a day, and it's no joke. I really do. I'm with the marketing, with the advertising, with writing the blog posts, with getting everything out on Snapchat, on Instagram, on Pinterest, on Twitter, on Facebook. I mean, all of that is me. It's not, I'm not fishing that out to have somebody else do it, although I'd love to. But it's all me, and what you're seeing behind the scenes, which you don't see behind the scenes because this is about as behind the scenes as you're ever going to get, is a lot of work. It's a lot of hard work. And for people to come by, I had a troll today come by on my page, which really upset me. So, and it's hard not to get upset about it. I wish I could just not. I wish I could just like funnel it out. But she had put her link to her MLM on my page, and so immediately I block her. Immediately I report her. You know, I mean, it's so ridiculous how people are just like devoid. You know, they think because they join some group and they're like, ooh, I'm in a group and it's good and I'm gonna sell it to skin cream. You're not gonna sell any skin cream. Seriously, get a business. Get a freaking business, for God's sakes. I'm just like, come on. So, of course, I report her to Facebook. And then I wrote a really long letter to Facebook about MLMs and about their consistent devoid of any kind of, like, they're just lack. It's like lack of integrity completely. And they post all over everybody's page, oh, come and join us and sign up under me so I can get commission. I'm not an anti-affiliate kind of person. I have all kinds of affiliate links. That article link below, that's an affiliate link, because yeah, I'm giving you a lot of information, and I deserve to have, if I'm going to refer somebody, like if somebody's going to refer Radiance and they're going to refer my product, and somebody comes back and says, hey, I bought this because this person told me about it, I send that person a free bottle of Radiance. Of course. I mean, who wouldn't do that? But that's integrity. That's not because I'm giving them something and they've signed up as an affiliate. It's integrity. So anyway, point being, and I kind of got lost in that train of thought, that comment, like below, you know, tell me what you think. I'd like to know what you think about the no makeup revolution, because I wear makeup sometimes in my lives and then I don't. And I do that because I want to know, you know, is it because how do you react to me with and without makeup? What is the difference? Do I act differently? Probably. Do I come off differently? Am I nice and soft with makeup so that, you know, it's all pretty, and then without makeup I'm not nice and soft, and so you don't like it as much? Or what is it? You know, I'd like to know what your thought is. Excuse me. And Go get yourself a bottle of Healthy Skin Vitamins while you're at it. They're $13 on the site, skinbyradiance.com. You can look it up in the store. That's my plug. So I hope to have a really great day because it's gorgeous outside, and I am going to go out and walk my dog. And I think I'm going to go and get a brownie sundae or something. Not that I need it, but I want it. Okay, so I bid you guys adieu. Have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace out.